Here's how to find zeros, I'm reminding you, and then maxes and mins on your calculator. So I have it, hopefully you can see it without a blur. I see 1, 2, 3 zeros and 1 max and 1 min. So let's start with the zeros. If I'm going to find that zero, I hit second to get the calc function, and obviously I'm looking for 0, so you can just press number 2. Now remember, it wants to know where to look between. So it looks like it's between -2 and 1. So I'm going to tell it my left bound is -2, and -1. And my right bound is -1. And it always asks for a guess, and I blow it off. And it tells me it's at -1.618. I think this might have been that, I don't know what function this is. It might be x squared plus x minus 1. So that's the value of that 0. So how would we find this 0? So second trace, which is calc, go to 0 again, and I need to tell it where to look, and it looks like it's somewhere between 0 and 1. And again, I blow off the guess, and it gives me the other one, 0.618. Those look like rational reciprocals, which perhaps our list of rational functions would help us, our rational zeros would help us find those. And then finally, the third 0, I need to look between here and here. That looks like 2, and just to be safe, I'm going to say 5. 2, look between 2 and 5. It's showing me where to look, and it's at 3. Yeah, oh. It was that x minus 3, but it was x squared plus x minus 1, not x squared plus x plus 1. Okay, yeah, there's my function. X minus 3, there's that real 0. And then x squared, integer 0, x squared plus x minus 1 gives us a couple of, I think actually they're irrational zeros. Anyway, how do I find a max? Did you see that on here? There's a max. And again, you're going to have to tell it where to look. Let's look between -2 and 0. That's my left bound. That's my right bound. Tell me where it is. And it tells me the max is there. This is a min, so I choose number 3. And again, I have to tell it where to look. Look between 1 and 5. Left bound is 1, right bound is 5. And there it is right there. That's 2, essentially. Something about the pixels on the calculator. 2, -5 is a minimum. How to find maxes, mins, and zeros on your graphing calculator.